Record. We got all the things. Okay, we're gonna jump in. We might have a few more people come on in. So welcome everyone to our Discover Trinont. Tonight, we're gonna be talking about some impact products that have made a huge difference in our lives. And you know what happens when you find something that you love, you want to shout it from the rooftops. So that's what we're here doing tonight. I'm going to pull up my screen and just share a little bit more about the company, the background, and then we're going to get to the good stuff, which is hearing what amazing things it's been doing for us. And we're going to go over our 3 favorite products tonight. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Hey, there's my concerned look. Okay, here we go. So, as I was saying before, there's a few different things that we can be dealing with our health. I find it usually falls into one of these categories. So just like raise your hand or give me some jazz hands if any of these relate to you. So gut health, so digestion, IBS, bloating, food sensitivities, focus, mood. We've got mental health. Energy was a huge one for me. Pain, hormone health. There can be lots of different things that we're dealing with. So as I mentioned, we're going to be talking about some of our favorite products, but really Trinont has something for everyone. So we have products in the categories of fitness, energy and vitality, weight management, beauty, and total wellness. And the company we're talking about is Trinont. And if you're wondering why it's a bit of a funny word, it's actually a French military word, and it means to change life with stealth. And that is really what the company is about. The company is 10 years old, but it is new to Canada. So a lot of people haven't heard of it before. And we're so excited that it is here because we're having amazing results, but also it also means it's an amazing business opportunity. And what else can I tell you? Their mission is to change 1 billion lives for good in the first 30 years. So they have a pretty big mission, and I'm excited to be a part of that. My favorite thing about these products, as I continue to learn about supplements, is the commitment to quality. So our products are based on raw whole foods. So that means that they are not lab derived, so they are not synthetics. And we have proprietary formulas and advanced technologies, which I'm learning is why a lot of us are feeling results so quickly. We have third-party validation, so that means they're all tested before they leave. And we have GMP certification. So on every bottle, it says good manufacturing practice on it. And that means that we hold to a very high stringent of testings and quality, which I love. And my absolute favorite is the testimonies. I hear from people every day who are, having just really dramatic impacts on their life, whether it is their pain, their digestion, or their overall health. We have a transparency promise. So these are things you're never going to find in our products, which is really important to me. Everything is gluten-free. There's no parabens, artificial colors, artificial flavors. There's no sugars in the products. So I'm learning a ton. And if you just start looking, if either in your own cabinet, I was at my parents' house this weekend, so I was like looking at all their supplements. If you want to have a hoot, look in the dollar store or the grocery store and check out those labels as well. And you're really going to find a lot of differences. The other thing that we have is a scientific advisory board. So these are doctors and scientists that come up with our products really so that they're the best and the best of the industry. And these doctors and scientists, they're not endorsed by us. So that means we don't pay them to say good things about us. They're just really passionate about their specialty. And we'll be talking a little bit more about some of them tonight. All right, so that's a little bit about the company and where the products are coming from. I always like to share a little bit as well about why we need supplementation. So, whether you're new to supplementation or you already are taking supplements, one of the things that's different for us is we don't have the same food quality that we had 50, 60 years ago. So I don't know about you guys, but have you guys ever had like a watermelon from the grocery store this time of year or a tomato? Like sometimes it doesn't even taste like food. So we've introduced GMOs, we've introduced processed food, we've introduced toxins. We are one of the sickest generations. And the more I'm talking to people, including myself, we are tired, we are depleted, we have a lot going on. So that is one of the reasons why supplementation is so important. There are lots of other things, but that's just a little Cole's Notes version. So we're going to get like right into it today. And we're going to start with a little demo of one of my absolute favorite products, and that is our Enrich. Our Enrich is our digestive enzyme. This is a full spectrum digestive enzyme. It also has a pre and probiotic in it. And digestion is really the cornerstone of your health. It impacts your immune system. It impacts your mental health, your hormones. Has anybody here heard of gut health or the gut-brain axis? Right? I have been hearing about that a lot in the past few years. So this one here is absolutely amazing. I'm going to start with a little pudding demo, and then we're going to get a couple people on to share their experience with it. So any cooked or processed food, you need a digestive enzyme to absorb the nutrients, but also get rid of everything you don't need. So I know you guys on the East Coast probably ate dinner already. What did you guys have for dinner? I want to hear from you guys. Right.
Pizza and pasta.
Pizza and pasta. Okay. So Grace, we're going to pretend this pudding pack is your dinner tonight. This is your tummy. And I know Grace has the digestive enzyme, so she probably took one or two before she eats. So this for me is a really simple health hack. You can take one or two of these before you eat, and it's going to really help your digestion. I'm opening a new bottle here. We're going to have to open it. There we go. There we go. All right, so we're going to open the pudding, put one in, and this is going to show you how it works. So if you've never seen a pudding pack, I'm sure you all have. It is thick. It is very, it's not going anywhere. This would stay in your cupboard forever. So this is like really a good test. We're going to put this capsule in. Blows my mind every single time. We're going to stir it in here. And we're going to see what happens to it. So the reason you want to take it before you eat is that as soon as it hits moisture, it's going to start activating. So those enzymes are going to start breaking down your food, and this can help with all different things. So I want to hear in the comments, what are some common digestive challenges that we have? IBS, constipation, food allergies. And Shar, can you remind me who is coming on to share about this one?
Would help if I took myself off mute before I spoke. We're going to have my wonderful friend, Sarah, coming on to talk about her experiences so far.
Oh my gosh, Sarah, come on up.
Sorry, I'm not very good with the whole Zoom thing, so I have to figure out how to unmute myself. So I have been taking Enrich along with Focus since the beginning of January. I've had Crohn's disease since I was 18. Had trouble with my stomach my whole life, but when I was 18, they were like, yeah, you have Crohn's disease. And I've been medicated off and on, like based on my flare schedule, for 25 years now. I haven't been on meds for about 8 months. And the meds kept everything in check, but I would still get those tiny flares. And like I said, I started taking the Enrich at the beginning of January, and I wasn't taking it properly, which Char's friend Nicole educated us at Susan's house a few weeks ago, actually about a month ago now. I would get up in the morning and take it with like water and then not eat for like 3 hours because I get up at 6 to get all my kids out the house and everything. So I wasn't really noticing anything. But once I started taking it regularly, I was like, oh, this is actually doing a really good job. And I just want to say quickly, if anybody watches TikTok and you've seen those, there's a new trend where you talk to your ancestors or you talk to yourself from 20 years ago. The thought of talking about my bowel disease with a bunch of strangers is mind blowing to me, but here we are. So I haven't had any issues or urgencies, I want to say, in about a month now of taking the Enrich. And that's huge because they would come at least twice a week. And that would be like, drop everything, get home as fast as you can. Like, just, it was awful. And even with medication, when I was taking medication for my Crohn's, that was still happening. So yeah, it's just feeling good, not stressing about, okay, if I eat this, where am I going to be 3 hours from now when I have to go to the bathroom, which is an awful feeling to live with. So it's just part of my routine now. I have one in the morning, about 20 minutes before I have my breakfast. And then I have it, I don't take it at lunchtime because I don't usually eat lunch, but before supper. And it just, I just feel good. I feel more, not just regular, but I don't get the bloating. Like, even my husband noticed, like, my stomach isn't sticking out as far. And I just feel better.
That's amazing.
Thank
And
you so
yeah,
much for sharing. I just wanted to piggyback and just say thank you so much for sharing, because it's a very vulnerable topic to ask someone to speak about. And like, I'm a little more crass, probably. I think you worded things beautifully. Like, I'm like, I've already talked about poop with my friends more since joining Trinant than I definitely ever had the rest of my life leading up to that point. But I just think, as a busy mom of 3, like, you know, those who know, you know how busy life is. And she has like this beautiful gaggle of children that she brings home after school every day. Like, having the freedom to literally live your life, not worried about, you know, the timing of where you will be and where you'll find yourself, and being able to do whatever. Like, she volunteers at the school. I just think, like, sometimes we undersell how life-changing the products are. Like, one right product in the hands of the right person can change something that I think it is life-changing. So I just wanted to say thank you, because that was a vulnerable like topic to talk about. So
Yeah, 20-year-old me would never have done that.
yeah. Anyways, yeah.
and I
definitely.
was going to say the same thing, like, thank you so much. And for everybody on this call, we're going to get personal tonight. And, you know, as I've said, I've talked to my friends more about real things that are going on with them, whether they're not pooping or they have IBS, whatever it is that's going on. Even my boyfriend, who's also doing the business. So this is real stuff. We want to live our best lives. So thank you so much. I know we have Krista on. Krista, do you want to come on and just share super quick about your Enrich? If you're on, I'm putting you on the spot.
Hi.
Hi, would you be able
I'm
to
in my
share?
jammies though. So,
That's
you
okay.
know, yeah, it's Sunday. It's my favorite day to do nothing. Yes, really quickly, my Enrich story. So I have IBS-C, which means I struggle with constipation. Super great talking about poop all the time. But when you can't go and your insides are literally a brick and it hurts, there's pain, there's bloating, there's cramping. It's terrible. So I have been on these products now for a full 2 months, and I am a super pooper. I'm regular every day. I actually play around with the dosage too. So I generally take one at lunch, definitely one at dinner. If I know I'm having like a heavier dinner, I will take 2, but generally it's 2 a day. I hand them out to my kids. We go out for dinner a lot because we like to and we're busy, and sushi, right? So now I just hand them out around the table to my family, and they're like, great, Mom, thanks. Can I have one? And it's good for my whole family. So if you have, if you're waiting for these products or you want to try this one, absolutely recommended.
I love
Thanks.
it. Thank you, Krista. I saw
Welcome.
you on and I was just like, we have both ends of the spectrum, so we'll get everything. So while you guys were sharing, this pudding has been bubbling away. Do you guys see? It's like soup now. It is literally like soup. It is just liquefied. So it's not going to come out this way, but I'm just going to show you. Pour it out here. Literally, that is cleaned out. So that is how it works. And it is going to help you, as we said, not only with your bowels, but also to absorb your nutrients. And then it has a stabilized pre and probiotic in it. So that probiotic is going to help heal your gut. And we have heard just such tremendous things. My own personal testimony is my boyfriend who had chronic heartburn. And after a week, his heartburn has gone away. And also one of the side effects of this product is sometimes you release weight. What a great side effect. So he hopped on the scale and was down about 7 or 8 pounds. And that was just from the bloating and inflammation. So that is the Enrich. We could go on and on about it. We love it, but we're going to move on to my favorite product. And this is the one that I will sing about all day long. And that is our Glow. And this is our collagen. So this was the very first product that I tried. And I had been taking a powdered collagen before and noticed no difference. And after 2 weeks, I mentioned before I had pain. So my plantar fasciitis has disappeared, as well as hip pain. And this was from a dance injury, a jazzercise class in my 20s. So we start losing digestive enzymes as we age. We also start losing collagen after our 20s. So we lose about 1% after the age of 20. So anybody here over 30, over 40? Okay, so by the time we're 40, 30 in our 30s, we are depleted in collagen. So supplementing with it, we can notice some really huge impacts. There's a few things that make this one unique. The other thing that we know about collagen, it's called Glow. So I saw one of my friends today. I'm not sure if she's on. She was going to jump on and she was like, "You're glowing, Benny." So my hair is growing. My skin looks great. My eyelashes have grown back from years of doing false lashes. It has just been incredible. So there's a few things that set this one apart. The first thing is it has 7 patents on it. So that means it is extremely unique and formulated, as we talked about. So one of the things I always tell people to look for when you're looking at a good quality collagen is the protein. This one has 10 grams of protein. The other thing you want to look for is it collagen peptides? So collagen itself is quite a big molecule, and we want it to be collagen peptides, so you're going to absorb it. So a lot of collagens, the absorption is only about 10 to 20%. This one is about 90%. So that is very concentrated and really it works. So the collagen peptides, a lot of the time, people will use a lab-derived or synthetics to break that molecule down. We use an antioxidant formula. So as I was sharing before, we don't use any synthetics in our product. So anybody looking for what's the difference between a synthetic and a raw whole food, if you grab a vitamin C, I usually have one around here, like a good old vitamin C, and it says ascorbic acid on it. That is a synthetic vitamin. So ours, this is African gooseberry in it, lots of different whole raw foods. So that is very unique to this as well. And collagen makes up all different things. So we often think about hair, skin, and nails, but it also, we have more collagen in our bones than calcium. It is like WD-40 for all your joints. And the other thing that is unique about this one is it is type 1 collagen. So type 1 collagen is the one that as humans, that is what we are made of. And when we have enough type 1, we are going to produce all the other collagens we need. So that is why we are seeing dramatic results with this collagen. So I'm going to bring up, Shar, do you want to introduce who is coming for a collagen share here?
Oh my goodness, the muting. We're going to hear from my friend Crystal, who is just lovely, who has been just over a week and a half with her collagen. And I think it's really cool to hear people at the beginning, everyone's bodies are different. Everyone's results may vary, but the fact that some people come in and see these results right away, I thought we just need to hear from her. So Crystal, take it away.
Hi, everybody. I'm Crystal, and I am 41 years old. And that's only important because I'm far too young to be limited in my mobility. So exactly 2 years ago today, which is funny how this just kind of happened, I had surgery. I had a trimalleolar break in my ankle, which means I broke it in 3 places. So it was quite a severe break. And I spent the next 8 weeks not moving, and the next 8 months after that in physiotherapy. And basically I started Glow about 10 days ago now. And I really started taking it. It was suggested to my wife to take it for her skin because she has what we lovingly call old lady skin, where it tears really easily and she bruises easily. So that's kind of how it all started. And then I started doing all the research and seeing all the things that it could help with. I've had acne my whole life. So that was really the main reason I decided to start taking it, was to clear up my skin. And then on Friday, I messaged Charlotte because I walk down my basement stairs, which I avoid at all costs every day. And I walk down them regularly, one after the other, not one at a time like I had been doing for the last 2 years. And I didn't even realize it until I got to the bottom of the stairs. And it just was amazing to me because I didn't even realize that the joint stiffness and the joint pain had been limiting me so much. Like, I just thought I had resolved that this is what happens after you break your ankle. This is how you are after you break your ankle. Everybody says it's never the same. And while it might not be, 100%, just being able to have that confidence to walk down the stairs in a regular fashion and not have to go one at a time was huge. And then I was joking around this weekend and showing the kids some of my dance moves. And they said, Mom, we never seen you drop it like that, because I haven't been able to do that in 2 years. So it might seem small, and it totally wasn't the reason at all why I started taking it. But I couldn't believe it. I was just so excited. And then some other benefits that I'm seeing is my skin texture is definitely changing. So this is only 10 days in, and my curl. So another thing is, you age, your hair changes and the texture changes. My hairdresser said, yeah, that's just what happens, kind of deal with it. But I've noticed less hair falling out and the texture of my hair really changing. So I'm just really excited to see if this is where I am at 10 days, where am I going to be in 30 days, in 60 days? Some of the scarring from the surgery on my ankle, it's quite a, ugly scar that, I'm hoping will start to disappear. Just, it's healing from the inside out. So.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for sharing. Now, Crystal doesn't know I'm going to say this, but we're going to end the call with her showing us her moves, I guess. But jokes aside, that's just amazing. And like you said, in 10 days to keep track of your progress, that's why it's so important when we start on collagen to take pictures or to keep a little journal of what days you're feeling better. And yeah, I think that's just shows how wonderful it is. So thank you.
I got goosebumps. So thank you for that. And I was at a trade show yesterday. And as I was sharing, I had plantar fasciitis on and off for 7 years. I wore cute boots all day on my feet. And I was like, I keep testing it. I'm like, okay, let's see what happens tomorrow, feet. And a year ago, I would have been in excruciating pain if I chose to wear cute boots, even for an hour. And I woke up this morning with 0 pain. So I am just thrilled. This is my favorite and first love with Trinot, and I absolutely love it. And the other one I'm just going to mention really quickly, we're not going to dive into it too much, is our Optimize. This is a proteolytic enzyme, and it acts like a Pac-Man. You guys remember that game from when you were a kid? For the rogue protein and inflammation in your body. So if you're having surgery or, if your pain is above a 4 or a 5, this one can be really excellent. We were talking about health changes all the time. My mom, who's in her 70s, is a mountain biker and she has an injury. And so she is taking the Optimize and the collagen. And when she introduced the Optimize in, she woke up the next day and she went from using a wheelchair to being able to hobble around. So this one is absolutely amazing. And our recent testimony with this in our family is that Trent had a cough for about 2 years. We didn't know if the cough was allergies, toxins, a virus. We had no idea. For 2 years, I was trying to figure it out. We thought it was a wood stove. Anyway, we listened to a talk and someone was sharing about that they took the Optimize because it's not a pharmaceutical. You can load on things, so you can take it double if you're going for surgery or something like that. So he did 2 doses for a week because we had heard of someone who had some allergies and we thought maybe it was that. And a week later, his cough was gone. That was 2 years of a cough. So as Shar was saying, all bodies are different and you're going to have to kind of play around with dosage and what product works best for you. But I just love that we keep having these testimonies. So the last product we're going to talk about is also one of my favorites, and that is our Mojo. And these are our nootropic drinks. So it comes in a coffee, it comes in a hot chocolate, it comes in a fruity flavor of a zest or a vanilla lavender. And these are the precursors to your happy hormones. So if you are taking one of these, in the comments, I want to hear what team you're on. I know Char's on Team Zest. I'm on Team Mojo. And these ones, as I said, are going to be the precursors to your happy hormones. So they're going to help fire up your dopamine. Oh, Jen's coming in. And they are just amazing. And I think Grace is going to come on and share her testimony for Mojo.
Hi, everybody. So I've been doing Glow, Mojo, and Rejuvenate, and Mojo has become my absolute top favorite. I only drink 1 cup of coffee a day, but my 1 cup of coffee usually only lasts me till like about 10 or 11 in the morning. And I find I mix my Mojo in my coffee, and now I'm good till well after lunchtime, early afternoon, late afternoon. I'm getting through till dinner, no problem at all. One of the biggest things I realized this week, we were talking to Shar, and first of all, I forgot that I was missing Starbucks. I hadn't drank Starbucks an entire month and totally forgot it existed, didn't crave it, didn't think about it, didn't need to program it into my day. And then I was like, oh my goodness, I wonder how much money I'm saving, because my Starbucks coffees were delicious, but very expensive. And I found out they were $9.26 a cup. So my Mojo, I calculated, was $3.20 a cup. So I've cut my cost down like by a third, and also getting these like incredible health benefits. So I was talking to Shar last week, and it kind of just came out naturally that like I didn't realize in my brain how similar the effects were in the morning to a prescription that I had taken when I was diagnosed with depression. So at the time I was using Adderall, which, if you don't know, is a super synthetic, really dangerous chemical that restructures your brain, but it is used in lots of mental health issues. And I used it for a very short term. And once I was feeling better, came off it completely. But when I started using Mojo, I was getting the same effects or the same kind of benefits. And that was that I was getting this clarity and focus. And also that if I was having a down day, that I was able to stay above the dark cloud. I was able just to like get myself back on track with very not as much effort as I would normally have to. So I didn't really even realize until later on when I was like, oh, like, wow, what a crazy thing. And I knew it was, it's the caffeine's part of it, but it's those B vitamins, it's those nootropics. What are they called? Nootropics. The impact that they have made on my mental health and my brain chemistry is really incredible. And I can't live without my Mojo now.
Oh my gosh. I love it. And we've heard so many different stories about the Mojo or the Zest for people. It is just an incredible one. Who here does not want a little more energy? Put up your hand if you could use a little energy in your life. So this one is amazing. We've had Jen Laurie jump on. She was on another call and she is just phenomenal. Jen, we've gone through all our favorite products, but as a holistic nutritionist, do you want to just jump on and share why these products you just love so much?
Oh my gosh, it's hard to, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to be repeating myself because you guys are so great at already sharing about it. But for me, the fact that the vitamins are coming from whole food sources is really important. The fact that the minerals are chelated. So most vitamins on the market are the mineral. I'm just going to talk about the mineral side for a minute. The minerals are not chelated. If they are not chelated, they are not as bioavailable to our body, which means we can't use it. It just kind of runs through our body, right? And so very few supplements on the market use chelated minerals. And that was like really exciting for me. I know I'm kind of a nerd, but that was really exciting for me. The other piece that I really love is there's enzymes in all the products so that you, again, are able to utilize the ingredients. So we can have fantastic vitamins and minerals in a product, but it only becomes available to us if the enzymes and cofactors and other bioflavonoids are in there too. And these products have everything in it. So everything to make your body be able to utilize it, which is why we see the incredible impact that has never been seen in the market, which is why we're growing so fast, because we would be really, really selfish people if we didn't share with other people once we have the results we have. I was having a conversation with a friend earlier just yesterday, and I hadn't talked to her since she started using the product. She's only been using it for just under 2 weeks. And I was really excited to hear from her and hear what her experience has been so far. And she was like, this has changed my life. And I was like, what? She's like, I never thought I could ever sell supplements, but how could I be so selfish to not tell people about what has just happened to me? And I was like, oh, I was like crying. I was like, oh my God, I'm crying. This is insane. But this is what I love about these products is they are therapeutic dosages. They are therapeutic levels. It's not just there for marketing and sales. It's there to change people's lives. And that is why I stand behind the products.
Absolutely.
And there's no sugar in anything. That was really important for me too. Or artificial sugars. I don't want any of the artificial stuff.
Oh my gosh, I just love it. We've heard from so many people tonight. So we've talked about a bunch of different products. I want to hear in the comments of the products that we shared about tonight, which one are you most excited about? We talked about that digestive enzyme, the Enrich with that pudding demo. We talked about the collagen. We talked about the Mojo and the Zest. We briefly talked about the Optimize. And if anybody has any questions about anything, throw it in the comments right now because we can answer them. And I love to share my slides and show you some photos. So we've heard from some people today, but I'm going to just jump on and share some of the photos that we've taken. So Shar was saying, make sure you take pictures of everything. All right. So let me share my screen.
I got pictures now of things I never thought I was ever planning to take pictures of. I'm in the bathroom trying to like get a picture of my booty in a thong. I'm like, all right, this one's going to a private folder, but I'm taking it.
Yes, take pictures of everything. Okay, so here on the left, this is one of our good friends, Sharon Nicole, go way back. And this was one of the first people who shared with me. And she sent me this photo of her 2 weeks on the Glow, the Mojo, and the Enrich. And at the time I was taking the Glow. So I ordered the Mojo and the Enrich after I saw her photos. You can see the difference in her body in just 2 weeks. Here on the right is Trent. And I shared before, he got rid of his heartburn using the Enrich, but also he released about 7 or 8 pounds. And so I told him to take a picture of the scale because we really wanted to try the products and see what was happening. And then here on the left is my really good friend, Leslie, who's also driving a Jeep with Trinont, by the way. And she started taking the Glow. And that was the one product, the one thing she introduced to her life. And she took a picture of everything, did not expect this result, but her varicose veins, she went to go check and she literally couldn't find them. So you can see that they've shrunken back in. And this is something that runs in her family. On the right is our good friend, Lori Allen. And when I saw this picture, I didn't believe it, but she's one of my really good friends. And she was doing something called collagen loading. So sometimes people are depleted and they take 3 doses. This is what she did to help her gut, but you can see her cellulite. It looks like someone took an iron to her. So these are some pretty dramatic results. And then this is me here. You can see that my hair is growing quite a bit. And I could not grow it past my shoulders. Like that was as long as it would grow for 7 years. I tried everything. And you guys, since we were talking about some embarrassing like health things today, I made like every tincture off of TikTok. I ordered like the most expensive shampoos, like nothing worked until I started taking the collagen. And then I had a breast reduction. These are my scars. And after about 2 weeks, I started to notice the scars fading and my nails started growing for the first time, probably ever since I'd had my son. And then here is my friend Beth on the left. She has fibromyalgia and she is now walking better, but she also looks about 10 years younger. You can see the progression of her photos. Like her eyes, her skin, her psoriasis is better. And then this is my face on the right. We didn't talk about it tonight, but our skin cream is incredible. And Beth sent me a photo of her picture after a month, and I bought the skin cream after she sent me her photo. So I love that one. So those are some photos. We also have some testimony groups. There is either the Ripple Effect or Change Life. So whoever invited you tonight, they'll add you to one of these and you can search in here. So if there's something that you're dealing with, so let's say allergies or IBS, or maybe a surgery that's coming up for you, you can go in and look at what is working for people. And so these are really great. You can see more and more people that are having results. It's really fun to go in there. Or as we were saying before, we're here to share and, be of service to other people. So if you thought of someone tonight, put a heart in the comment. Like if you thought of your mom or your sister or your best friend. I know when I was on here, I thought of my friend Beth, and then I couldn't not share with her. So I went in the testimony group and looked up fibromyalgia and looked what was working for people. So we're going to share now how you can get your hands on the products. Shar, do you want to jump in and do this part?
Yeah, for sure. So this is the part I love so much. So with the way this is structured, to be an associate, basically the main difference is instead of buying your products from Benny or Jen or me or whatever associate you have in your life, you're just buying it from your own website. And then you can actually start sharing, like Benny said, basically, once you start having results or the people in your life, like I can't shut up. My mom can bend her leg. Like you're going to be so happy that you're just going to not be able to stop sharing. So there are different ways that you can have the products in your life. And actually, as an associate, the big difference is by sharing, you can also start making some income for yourself. And being in direct sales for the last 8.5 years, like it's been so huge for me. And I've seen it impact so many lives in a great way because extra income, especially now more than ever, right? You're paying overpriced prices for those fruits and veggies that we were talking about earlier that aren't even any good sometimes, right? But so you're going to make commission every time someone purchases something from you. You make about 25 to 30% commission when your customers order from you. And then on top of that, there are other ways, 7 other ways to earn. You can earn incentive trips. The thing I'm really excited for I haven't had like the time or energy to go look for Jeeps yet, but there's a Jeep program that you can earn at the first level. You can start making a monthly Jeep stipend, it's called. And so, you know, for myself, you know, a single mom, I have a paid off vehicle. One of the things that's been looming in the back of my mind is someday my beautiful, wonderful Dodge Caravan is no longer going to be working, you know, they don't last forever. And, you know, what will that look like when I have an extra payment in my life? Well, now this is amazing to think, well, if I am here, then I can have my Jeep stipend pay for that. And that is available to anyone who wants it and wants to work at, because it's at the first level. Like if you're new to direct sales, just know that that's wild. Like that's a wild. Anyway, so there's
Trying to
different
get the
ways.
Jeeps. There are some Jeeps.
Yeah. And I can't wait to have my picture up there. I keep teasing that the only reason I haven't gone yet is because I'm waiting for a Barbie pink one, but I just have to go figure out which one I want. But yeah, I'm super excited.
And what I love is the Jeep stipend. That is the very first rank. So a lot of other companies I've never experienced a Jeep program anywhere else. I've never had a company or an employer pay for my car before, but this is the very first level. So I jumped in December and I was driving a Jeep, which is in my driveway by the end of December. And my boyfriend also has a Jeep in his driveway. Both of our cars are paid for. So this is one of the number one expenses of people. So that is just so fantastic. This is my friend Leslie, who just got her beauty. Her name's Ruby. Jen, who's on, just got her Jeep. Like we have helped so many people. So if that is a goal of yours, that is absolutely something that is in reach. And then the other thing is that when you join as an associate, you can access special associate packs. So I'm just going to pull them up here. There is one for everyone. I know for me, my absolute favorite is the platinum because it comes with everything. And as we shared tonight, there is just so many amazing products in every category. And you're just going to want to try them all and also share with your friends or your husband or your whoever is in your life, because when you feel that good, I'm not sure if she's on, but someone got some collagen from me last night and she came home and her husband was like, well, I want collagen now too. So I love that there's enough in there for you to share some products. So there is one for everyone, and whoever invited you tonight will follow up and see what is best for you. Is there any other questions that anyone has? Just check the comments here.
Oh, when Chris is on there saying she regrets that when she joined, I think she got a silver package, and she regrets not getting the platinum package actually, because it's like, oh my gosh, you just want to try everything. And you know, someone just said today or the other day that they had a friend that they wanted to try the Enrich. And I love being able to say, here, like take 4, take 6, you know, tell them to try it for a few days. And anyways, if a business builder, it's just such a great way to start your kickstart.
I've also heard that number one regret of joining Tronaut is you didn't get the platinum, which is a pretty good one. So in our case, I got this, you know, the first one got the silver, and then because my boyfriend and I are doing it, the next one we were able to get the platinum, so we could try all the other things. So
I also wanted to jump in too, because I think a lot of people haven't done something like this before, might not know, but like anything you buy, you count as a write-off for your business. So like when you're claiming things for your taxes and whatnot, you know, there's so many benefits to having a home business. You know, you can write off your home internet, your, you know, portion of your office in your home office, all kinds of stuff. But the startup pack that you bought to start your business is also a write-off. So it does kind of counterbalance itself. So if you wanted to get a bunch of stuff, it's kind of a great idea. Like those gold and platinum packs, I'm like, baby, they're just really great. I don't know.
And Grace touched on it before, but I mean, there are some things that I always invest in. Travel is one of them, and myself is the other, because you know, we want to be our best selves so we can show up for our families, so we can show up in our jobs, so we can show up for our kids. And Grace was also saying, same with me. I don't spend money at coffee shops anymore. I have way less physio appointments, laser appointments. I have cut back on a lot of other expenses. So I just love that these products really work so that we can show up in our lives. All right. Well, if there's no other questions, we just want to thank everyone for coming tonight. And as we said, if you have any questions, please reach out. We are here to help. And I just want to thank everyone who shared with us tonight their testimonies. Thank you for being so brave. Thanks, Jen, for jumping on and giving her 2 cents as well from the holistic space. I love it. So have a good night, everyone, and we'll talk to you. Oh, one more thing. Yeah.
I was just going to say, Benny, if you want to, if you don't have another meeting starting like right away, if you want to flip me into the admin, I don't mind staying on. If anyone did want to stay and ask questions, I just
Sure.
thought of that. Yeah, when you said that about having questions. So
Yeah, we'll stay on for a minute. If you have no questions, feel free to jump off. But if there was something that you wanted to ask, now's your chance. You have Shar and I here, and we are here to answer any questions.
and you don't, if you have to run, that's okay. I used to do this at the end of my other calls, and I just thought of that tonight. It's a
I
great
love
way.
it.
Anyways, if you're all done, thank you so much for coming on. If you have a question, feel free to stay and pop it over. Yeah.
Okay. I love it so much. Okay. Good night, everyone.
Oh, Samsung. I want to know who Samsung is.
I'm not sure who that is.
No.
There's a Samsung SM. Oh, is it? Nope.
No. Anyways. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much.
Okay. Bye, guys.
All right. No